I'm Peggy Baker, the Director and Librarian of the Pilgrim Society and Pilgrim Hall Museum, and we're standing in the main hall of Pilgrim Hall Museum in the historic 1824 building. In addition to the new construction and the air conditioning, part of the project to revitalize Pilgrim Hall Museum was a complete and total reinstallation of the permanent exhibits here at the hall. Our upper hall now we think of as our celebration room. It's the room where you will find the changing image of the Pilgrims over time, the pieces of art that celebrate the Pilgrims and the Native Americans, that give us the people that we think we know, but certainly the people that we love. Not always as accurately as we might like, but certainly in ways that speak to people's emotions. And when people come into this hall, they can celebrate what they know, the images that they have grown up with, and then start to discover, going back gradually through the centuries, to exactly where those images came from and how the stories have changed over time. When the visitor enters the lower hall at Pilgrim Hall Museum, we want them to feel that they have entered the 17th century. The first room that they go into gives the idea that you are in the hold of the Mayflower, and as there you encounter your first 17th century artifact, the Brewster chest that William and Mary Brewster brought with them on the Mayflower to America. It's also where you will first encounter the Bibles, and we introduce the religious motivation that was so very important for the Pilgrims in deciding to come into America. Then people move through the Mayflower hold into the Common House, made to look like the first house that the Pilgrims built, with wattle and daub walls. On the back wall, with a glass front, are artifacts that came on the Mayflower. Everything from the peregrine white cradle to the brown beer tankard to a wonderful 1500s cannon, just like those that came on the Mayflower. We also have a brand new video, professionally produced 15 minutes, featuring Jim Baker, Nat Philbrick, Paul Whedon, that tells the story of, again, why the Pilgrims came to America in that first year, with benches for people to sit on. Then into the Native American corridor to encounter the Wampanoags, and then on into the early years of the colony, the later years of the colony, King Philip's War. The later years are, of course, far more rich with artifacts, when the Pilgrims had the time and the leisure to actually import things, to develop their own styles of furniture. And at each of these areas, there are interactives, there are panels, there are graphic rails that tell the significance of these magnificent 17th century artifacts that are the actual physical possessions left to us by the Pilgrims and the early settlers of Plymouth Colony. The exhibit ends with the end of the colony in 1692, when it became part of Massachusetts Bay. The final piece is the Josiah Winslow tombstone, and we commissioned a small version of that tombstone in granite so that kids can do a gravestone rubbing and take it home with them.